Good afternoon, everyone. Tom here, Cinema Attacks. We're here with Scott. Say hello, Scott.
Hello, everybody.
James is in the chat. Um, yes, it's the God Rampage trilogy is like the Godfather trilogy, but with more blood and vengeance. Pretty much.
Um,
Go ahead.
the Godfather trilogy, though, I feel like there's like one movie that's distinctly not as good as the others. Is that I don't think that's the case here, is it?
I would. That was a joke. That was sarcasm.
Right.
So I'm not actually making that comparison.
Okay.
So yeah, the um, but that's a good point. Godfather is really a duology with this third thing. Eli,
Sorry, I was messing with my router.
yeah, so just a word of warning. Right, maybe 10 minutes before I went on, my internet went out for like 20 seconds. Even though
Really?
I'm hardwired in, I'm not using Wi-Fi. So
Okay.
if I suddenly cut out, that might be why. So hopefully everything works.
Yeah, same here. We had, I don't know, kind of a storm last night, I guess, and internet's been kind of weird since then. But
We haven't had a storm, and it was been fine.
Yeah.
For weeks, the internet, anyways.
Yeah.
Over here.
So I rebooted a couple of times, and it seems to be better.
Okay, good. I have some coffee.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So I mentioned to Scott in the pre-show, I'm just going to mention something about the Odyssey because that's
cool.
coming out this weekend, and there was a lot of chat about the aspect ratio. So I went and did some research, and I will attempt to explain this. And I think this is really annoying, but there's, I think, 5 different aspect ratios in the various versions that are playing. I don't know why you would need 5 different aspect ratios. I assume people know what that means. That's just the shape of the screen.
Yeah, so I wonder what one I'm getting.
So depending on which version you see, it's a different aspect ratio on this. And then, so what I tried to look up is what is the preferred aspect ratio. So generally, when a movie is shot, they either shoot for 1 aspect ratio or they shoot for 2, and 1 is the preferred aspect ratio and the other one is the protected aspect ratio. And protected basically means like make sure not to fuck it up. So a protected aspect ratio is like make sure that you can't see the boom mic in there or that the actor's head is not completely cut off. So I have found this clip from Christopher Nolan explaining this.
Where Hoyter and I eventually wound up, we realized is we're framing within the ground glass, we're protecting everything for the widest aspect ratios.
Wow.
But we're really...
And this interview was sort of insufferable. The guy that's interviewing him, he says, "You made one of the greatest films of all time."
Oh god.
And then he compares it to Lawrence of Arabia.
All I heard was him saying "wow," and I wanted to punch him in the face.
But but at the beginning, he glazes him by saying, "This is one of the greatest films of all time."
Oh god, it just came out.
Yeah. I saw it 15 minutes ago.
Or did he even see it?
So this is basically what people have been saying on the internet anyways. But so that proves that the widest aspect ratio is 2.39 to 1, and that's the protected aspect ratio. And then his preferred aspect ratio is going to be the 1.43 to 1, which is the IMAX 70 millimeter. So theoretically, if you wanted to go see the movie and get close to how they preferred to frame the movie, this Christopher Nolan and the cinematographer, you'd want to get as close to the 1.43 to 1 as you can get. But there's only, I think, 30 theaters in the US showing it that way. So, but there's also the 1.85 to 1 and the 1.9 to 1. So if that's important to you in terms of getting close to their preferred framing, you'd want to get as close to the 1.43 to 1 as you can.
Not
So
important to me.
I just wanted to explain that this is for the audience because I'll clip this out later.
Yeah.
Because this is something that I've seen lots of people ask about,
Okay.
and this is what I assume to be the case, but I just wanted to verify it because usually it's the other way around. But Christopher Nolan apparently can just do whatever he wants. And I also wonder if the 5 aspect ratios, if this is supposed to be like the fanboys want to see it in all 5. Is that part of the idea? It's like the 5 vinyl covers. I wonder.
Yeah, maybe. Sure.
I wonder if that's a thing.
I wouldn't be surprised.
We'd already talked about that. I'm probably not going to see it. But so it doesn't really matter. But hearing shit like this is like, oh, I'm definitely not seeing it now. Fuck you guys.
I'll watch it out of curiosity.
Nolan is God, yes. I assume that's sarcasm, but I do like some of his movies
Oh, for
quite
sure.
a bit. Some of them I don't. And I saw this thumbnail for a video, and this kind of made me laugh once I saw the video. This is something I mentioned to Scott. So I want you to look at this, Scott. This is a review of the Falling Down 4K from Arrow. And he says one thing that really disappointed him. What do you think this is? You think it's because they accidentally dubbed it in Chinese? What do you think is the disappointment?
The thing that, oh, jeez.
This is something we joked about earlier, which is why I'm bringing it up.
The aspect ratio? I don't know.
No, it doesn't have 3 covers. It only has 2 covers.
Oh, gee, it was too obvious. I blew right by it.
So it has
Yeah,
the slip cover. It has the slip cover, and then the regular cover, and then when you reverse it, it's Michael Douglas with the machine gun, but it's not technically a poster.
Okay.
So it does have 3 artworks, but
Oh, they're just not ones he likes.
the third one is not technically a poster. It's just a still from the movie of him with the machine gun.
Well, I'm disappointed one of them is not some shitty AI generated image, because isn't that kind of what the new covers are now usually?
No, not usually, but there's a few companies doing that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Disgusting.
Why bother?
Yeah.
I heard they only used to have one cover. Can you imagine?
Yeah. Back in the when you would ride on your Triceratops to go over to Best Buy.
Yeah. To think of all the DVDs I bought at Best Buy with only one cover. What a fool I was.
All right. So we talk about any movies we've been watching.
Oh, sorry. Who first?
Well, Eli's went away. So
I guess me.
I guess
by
you.
default, huh? I watched Project Hail Mary. You guys know something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm the annoying guy who 6 months later is like, "Hey guys, I just saw this." But it was a lot of fun. I wish I had seen it in the theater after seeing it at home. But I can see why it was so popular, and just a fun story, and had a little bit of depth to it. Had some science that kind of went over my head, but then I realized it doesn't matter. I know what they're doing. I don't know if I don't know exactly what they're talking about, I know the gist. So I'm sure the book probably explained it way more than the movie did.
I've heard that the yeah. So if you read the book, it'll get more into that science, but that it is represented in the movie, is what I've heard.
Okay. Yeah, just I don't know. I don't have a lot to add, I guess, to what everyone else has said about it. Just I thought it was a really good movie, and I was glad I watched it. I guess on the opposite side, I think I mentioned on here that I have the Night Flight streaming service now, and they got a bunch of weird stuff on there. They have a little Russ Meyer section. You don't see his movies pop up that much. So, Up. I've never seen Up. I'm gonna watch that. It's rough, man. I think I got to put Russ Meyer in the category that I put Fulci in, of someone who accidentally made a couple good movies, because and this is a later movie, so maybe he just didn't care. He was just like,
Yeah,
I only care about the naked ladies, and everything else can get lost. But that's what this movie was. There was I guess there was supposed to be some kind of murder mystery, but there were really no suspects, and nobody cared that the person died. And then near the end, there's a rape scene in a bar that's played like comedy, I guess, with like wacky music. I don't know. It's kind of interesting for how weird it is, but it kind of didn't make any sense, and was really not worth watching.
So trivia: who was the screenwriter for Up? Do you know?
What was it? Roger Ebert?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder how much of it they used, because it was kind of just a bunch of stuff happened, and a bunch of ladies got naked, which is cool, but if you're watching a movie, you can maybe expect a little bit more than that.
Yeah, I would say he kind of fell off after a certain point, and that his movies got sort of more random and silly, and it's just like a bunch of tits.
Yeah.
Randomly. I don't know, he to me, he was good for a period. So maybe not his first couple of movies, but then after that, until about Beyond the Valley of the Dolls. So maybe for a 5-year period.
I thought Super Vixens was like not really good, but at least kind of interesting. But other than that, it's like, yeah, Beyond the Valley Dolls I think is great, and Faster Pussycat, of course. But I don't know. I don't know if I need to keep continuing to seek out his movies.
Faster Pussycat. I wonder how many times that movie is sampled in the White Zombie album, Las Exorcisto Devil Music Volume 1. It's got to be minimum 30 times.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the first time I saw it. Just it felt like every other line was like, oh, I remember that from White Zombie.
Yeah, and I forgot her name, but she was great in Anatomy for a Fall. I don't know that I've seen her in anything else besides these two movies.
Oh, and I saw the Faces of Death. I guess you're reimagining. It's not really a remake.
Mm-mm.
Did you guys see that?
Yeah, we talked about it. Maybe you weren't there.
Oh, okay.
On that episode.
All right.
Yeah, possibly not. What'd you think about it, though?
It was
Nah.
aggressively fine, I guess.
Yeah.
That was a decent idea to use the IP, I guess, in a different way. But
Yeah.
It was
The only thing they could do, they had to change it. It could not be. It wouldn't work as a straight remake. So it's the best shot they had, I think.
I thought it was weird that anyone would care about doing anything with this IP. But okay.
Yeah, true. Maybe they bought it for cheap.
Yeah, they might have.
Yeah, overall, I think I kind of liked it. More so, I think they tried, and I think that the idea of it was pretty good. And they did get some sort of that cat and mouse giallo kind of feel to it at times. Even though there's like a lot of stuff with the script you can complain about.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's also, I initially didn't like the first 20 minutes or so because it was like so confusing. Like whatever her job is, it's like it's YouTube 2008, but it's modern day. And then she's friends with her boss, but they like their relationship did not make a whole lot of sense. And he got Grateful Dead tickets, but it's modern day.
Yeah,
I think they still exist in some shape or form, though. So
This is a like there's one member, and
I think so.
I thought they weren't actually called Grateful Dead. It was some, but I didn't care enough to look it up. I was like,
Yeah, I mean,
they might have got Grateful Dead trivia wrong. Okay.
but once it got into it, I liked it, I guess. You know,
So
that actress I thought sucked pretty bad, though. The main actress.
Oh, really?
I thought she was pretty bad, especially at the
I
time.
thought she was okay. James said she's the president of her fan club. So
Oh, sorry,
is that her
James.
name?
you got some
Barbie
skin in the
Ferreira.
Cool name.
I looked her up. She's been in what's that show? Euphoria, which I haven't watched. So I guess that's what she's known for.
I guess I thought
All
she
right,
was
have you seen
okay the
anything
first
else, Scott?
first act or first half, but like, sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Eli.
Oh no, I was just saying. To be fair to James, I thought she was okay at the beginning, and then I thought she was bad later on, like when she was like running around and stuff, trying to jump over fences, and like wah. I don't know.
And I don't remember if I mentioned this at the time when we talked about it, Eli, but it maybe has the worst example in cinema history of being chased by a killer and stopping to do something.
I guess that's not her fault, though, right? It's not essentially the actress.
Well, no, I'm not talking about the actress. I'm talking about the script.
Yeah, it was
dumb. When she has goes to the hard drive and plays the video off of the external drive instead of just taking the external drive for no reason.
That's true.
I guess, yeah, I haven't really been watching that many movies. I've been reading dorky fantasy books more than watching movies, but I did watch Tokyo Gore Police, which I swore I had seen, but now I don't. I think I got confused with Machine Girl because I didn't remember it at all. I'm sure.
Same director, I think.
What's that?
Same director, I think.
I think he was I think the director on this was the effects guy on Machine Girl, but it's it's in the same, a lot of the same.
Yeah,
people.
and he just recently died. I want to say
really?
a month
Okay.
ago.
Oh shit. Jeez.
So yeah, hot lady, the crazy girl from Audition. Which it took me a minute to be like, I think I know her. She's killing these bioengineered criminals that are popping up, and they have this weird tumor inside them that makes them sprout chainsaws and guns, and it's very silly. It's very goopy and splatty, and yeah, a lot of fun. A lot of that kind of late 2000s Japanese energy, which I haven't seen a lot of modern Japanese movies. I don't know if that kind of stuff is still going on, but
yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I couldn't believe I'd never actually seen it. I swore I had, but I didn't remember it at all. So
yeah, I saw it when it came out on DVD, so I don't remember it super well, but I remember liking it quite a bit.
Japanese body horror is the best. I think.
Like the scene in Gozu. If you saw that.
Oh, the end?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is now you got me on a Gozu tangent, but the scene that creeped me out the most is probably nobody even cares about it. He goes into a store, and there's I don't know if she's American or whatever, Caucasian lady behind the counter, and she's talking to him, and saying this weird stuff, and then he turns on and looks, and there's somebody behind him holding a cue card that she's reading. And that just freaked me out. It was very like, what is happening? And it just turned out that was like really what was going on the set. They just thought it'd be fun to film it. But just in the context of the movie, it was like, oh my gosh, what kind of nightmare world is he in? So that's the scene I remember the most.
You're like, is this an accident? Like a flub?
Well, I didn't. I assumed it was intentional, and it was intentional, but it was like one of those on the set things. Like Mike was like, "Oh, wouldn't this be cool if we did this?"
He's the ultimate. Wouldn't it be cool if we did this, director?
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't it be cool if we have a 50-foot line of coke that this guy snorts?
So I was at Trader Joe's yesterday, and the cashier, when he hands me my change or receipt or whatever, I look down at his arm and on his forearm, and he had an old boy tattoo of the main character, and I was like, "Whoa, old boy!" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "What's even cooler is I got it in Korea." And I was like, "Oh man, he just out nerded me." I felt so shamed.
Eli in North Korea, he got it. This guy.
Oh yeah, in North Korea. Yeah.
This guy's hardcore.
Yeah. He had one of Kim Jong's friends do it, and he made it back.
Yeah, you could get an old boy tattoo now, but you would know. You would know it's not authentic.
I go in there like a week later, like, did I show you mine? I've had it forever, by the way.
So it's not a Josh Brolin.
Yeah, the Josh Brolin. I get the Josh Brolin version. This is old boy, right? We like old boy.
Like, no, you screwed up. This is Josh Brolin. It's like, okay, I'll just give him slant eyes and fix it.
That would be the best. Josh Brolin with Asian eyes. Might be kind of scary looking. But I have seen the Josh Brolin old boy though. It's pretty pointless. Pretty fucking pointless.
I have not.
I haven't either.
Yeah. It's don't even bother. Like it's fine, but it's like there's a cool fight scene in it. Yeah, there's no reason to watch it.
Yeah, I assume if you hadn't seen the original, it's probably pretty okay. But
yeah. It's one of those remakes is like you don't need to remake the cool movies, the masterpieces, like that's not what remakes should be for, whatever.
Yeah, I saw The Devil is really good.
It is.
I haven't seen Exuma.
I need to rewatch Exuma. Like it's definitely a good movie, but I didn't seem to like it as much as everyone else. And I did research it after I watched it, and I'm like, okay, a lot of this stuff went over my head. So if I watched it the second time, I might like it more. It's definitely a good movie, though.
Yeah, it is kind of random. The Spike Lee would remake
Yeah.
that movie. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna run to the restroom. I just finished my coffee. So yeah, you can. Eli, continue to talk.
Sure. I'll go over the movies I've seen. Let's see, since Scott hasn't seen anything else. Let's see. I always have to my brain doesn't remember more than like a day or two.
I know.
So I watched
keeping a list.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've been doing that. So I watched not a new movie, but I watched Upgrade. Like I told you, thought that was pretty cool. Not like I don't know. Everyone was kind of telling me about like how flawless it was, and I definitely wouldn't say it's flawless, but it was definitely probably the best thing Lee Wanell has done. Yeah, I enjoyed that. Let's see, for new movies, I'll save one of them. I'll save for when Tom gets here. Let's see what I know. I've seen a few. I saw The Death of Robin Hood. It was okay. Do you know anything about that?
No, is that new?
Yeah, it's Hugh Jackman plays Robin Hood, which sounds silly, but it's like more of a I guess it's more accurate to like the actual Robin Hood stories of like the original Robin Hood stories, that opposed to, like the Hollywood stuff that we're familiar with. So like basically the original Robin Hood, he was like a bad guy. So I guess it was like that. Very, I really like Michael Sarnowski. That he's the only reason I went to see it. At first I was like, a Robin Hood movie? Nah, no thanks. Then I was like, oh, Sarnowski, I have to see it. because I love pigs so much. It's amazing looking movie and stuff, and yeah, you know anything about it, Tom?
No,
Yeah,
but I will say the greatest Robin Hood adaptation of all time.
Men in Tights.
No, and I will
Sorry.
die. Shh. I will die on this hill. Tom Green starring in Scuba Hood, where he steals from wishing wells,
Yeah.
and then gives the money to a bank. So he steals from the poor and gives to the rich. Scuba Hood, the finest adaptation.
It's amazing, actually. It's actually amazing. Yeah, I know. Men in Tights for me. That'd be my favorite.
Or the Errol Flynn one. I do like that, actually.
I grew up loving the Disney one, but yeah, I was 5. But
and there's also the Hammer Robin Hood movies. I think I've just seen the first one.
Oh shit! I forgot about those.
I think I can say the only one I've ever seen that I actually liked was the Disney one when I was a little kid. And anything I've seen after that is like, nah.
The Kevin Costner Robin.
I've never seen the Kevin Costner one.
You gotta
I don't
watch it
think
just
I've
for
seen
his
all that
long
too.
hair, his Michael Bolton hair,
His mullet, yeah.
and his what kind of accent is he trying to do? Like, you'd think he would do like a British accent, but he just sounds like JFK for some reason. But Morgan Freeman's cool in it. When is he not, though? Let's see. Have I seen anything else? I know I have. I got to start writing these in order. I guess just now Evil Dead Burn, which I'm assuming at least one of you have seen.
I saw it.
It's not that good.
I liked it.
I liked parts of it, but like it didn't really feel enough. It felt uneven to me, and it didn't feel enough like an Evil Dead movie. I guess I want a little bit too much of the same.
Yeah, I mean, they pretty much ditched any kind of the humor of the first 3. I mean, the humor that's in there is like just really dark humor. But I kind of like that just because there's so many horror movies like this where they're just goofy or meta.
Yes.
So this one at least tried to be sort of mean and nasty. And then I think the best thing about the movie, that they use like the sort of they have the subtext of the lead girl is in a bad marriage, and then with an abuser, and then she marries into a shitty family, and then sort of like the demon possession is subtext to that. I like that a lot in terms of it's not just the random like let's go to the cabin, bunch of teens.
True.
So I like the sort of that sort of twist on it.
I did like how they got rid of the meta stuff. No fucking come get some, and that would have made me vomit. None of that.
Then they look at the camera and wink and say, "Member."
Yeah, only Bruce Campbell can say that. I'm sorry, no one else gets to say it. Not in a movie, anyways.
I saw a trailer in the theater and I was like, I don't know. Sure, it's fine. It looks fine. If it's one of the things that if my kid wanted to go, I'd be like, all right, I'll go with you. But
it's very brutal. Like if you want to just what I liked about it, really, most of what I liked about it was the action was good, but the gore and violence and stuff is very fun. It's like the most violent one yet, as far as like disturbing violence, not like comical violence or anything, but like faces getting smashed in and stuff. Okay. Good practical gore.
I mean, I'll definitely see it at some point, but I don't feel like it's Project Hail Mary, and I should see it on the big screen.
That's fair.
Yeah, the thing is, I think the most important stuff in the movie, I think they got right in terms of they have a subtext to the whole possession plot. It's not just like random teenagers
stumbling across the Necronomicon and oh, let's read this book, which I'm fine
Yeah.
with. I guess I want that. I think for some reason though, but like you said, how many times do we need to see that?
Yeah, and then sort of the inventiveness of how the gore is shot and thought out. I thought was really well done. It's not
Yeah.
just like, oh, I'm gonna rip her head off. It's like the best part is in the bathroom when the camera's flipping around, the suffocating in the bathtub.
Yeah,
Like
that
how
was
it's
cool.
shot and how the sequence is thought out in terms of like the attacks, I thought was really good. So I think it got the important stuff right. Like character wise and writing wise is pretty rickety.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
there's like a lot of just stuff with the lore, but either some of it seems contradictory or some of it doesn't really matter.
Right.
Like the movie's like explaining all this stuff that
Yeah.
it doesn't really need to. Like especially with the dagger.
Yeah.
Like all you need to know is that only one dagger works, and that's it. I don't know why there's all this stuff about the dagger.
Yeah. I felt like the lore was glossed over a little bit too quickly. It was like, "Bah, bah, 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 bah. Grandpa did stuff. Grandpa found some evil shit back in the day. I'm like, wait, I want to know more about that. You know, it's like, but that's fine.
There,
Yeah.
I probably heard some unsubstantiated chatter, but I remember hearing somewhere that this was not an Evil Dead movie, that it was kind of repurposed.
It could have been, honestly.
So I don't know. For
My
whatever
favorite scene, I would say, is the scene in the house. I know they're in the house a lot, but like, you know what I mean? Where I think it was after they're done having dinner, and the dad basically attacks the son, and they just battle it out for a while. That was, I thought, pretty fucking cool. And then the main girl, just that camera work and stuff was pretty intense. That kid's just getting thrown around the whole fucking house and stuff. And like, that was pretty intense and pretty cool. And the camera work, awesome. And there's a lot to like about it.
Yeah, I think it seems like at least the review, the chatter that I've seen about it has not been very good. But I honestly ended up liking it. I think that's really why is just the how they worked in the idea of that she's married to an abuser and then he dies and then it's she's has to spend time with his shitty family and it's awkward.
Yeah.
I think that works as like sort of the two layers of the possession plot and that plot.
Yeah, no, I like
So
that too.
it's not the same thing. There's also a bunch of Evil Dead ripoffs through the years where it's just the same thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I do wish that she had a little bit more personality, the main character. I didn't even know that she was at one point. I didn't even know she was going to end up being the main character, basically the Bruce Campbell, the Ash. I was like, oh, it's her. I thought it was at least two other people before that would be the focal point, but she did what she did.
I didn't get that either, but I think once I like an hour in, like once I saw where it was going, I liked it more.
Yeah, me
than
too.
I did like the first 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So
and it's never boring. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, there's never a boring moment. It's filmed very well. I hated when the dad Deadite when he turns into like a fire Deadite and it's CGI. Oof, I didn't think that looked very good. But at least he's only in that part for a minute or two, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, but there's the other CGI at the end, which is kind of bad.
Oh, did you watch both end credit scenes?
No, I did not. I left.
Oh, damn! I wish I'd have told you, because I didn't know either. I don't usually stay, but my buddy Mitch told me. So there's a mid-credit scene and a post-credit scene. They're actually pretty good. I won't spoil anything for people that haven't seen it, but so I didn't know that it was a direct sequel to Evil Dead Rise, which it is, and it confirms that in the scene. I won't spoil it, but I'll just say that much. And then there's one that doesn't matter. I can spoil this one. The grandma, and this was pretty cool. The grandma's like, she doesn't have her wheelchair or her legs, and she's just basically crawling down the road. And so someone stops to help her, and they like put like makeup on her face, and she actually looked like kind of like one of the Deadites from the first Evil Dead, which I thought was really cool. because I didn't really like I haven't really liked the look of the Deadites for a while. So that was just a kind of a cool throwback, and she like attacks the lady, but it was just cool looking, and I was like, that's what I want my Deadites to look like. I want them kind of look like maybe a modern version of like the first two movies. But small complaint. But yeah, they're pretty fun, and I wish I could say more about the other scene, but I don't want to spoil it.
Okay, you don't have to say what it is, but what if you saw? Let's say hypothetically somebody saw Evil Dead Rise, but was so thoroughly unimpressed they don't remember it at all. Would this scene make any sense to them?
Yeah. Because I'll just say that it brings one of the characters back.
Okay,
and it's a pretty cool scene, actually.
Ooh, who's in there? I'm trying to remember now that movie at all.
Yeah, so I'm
Somebody was pregnant. I remember that.
Yep. So I'm assuming the Evil Dead Wrath will I don't know anything about it, but I'm assuming it'll kind of circle back to a little bit of Evil Dead Rise, or maybe a combination of Rise and Burn or something like that. But it's a new director too, so not that matters, but the writers can be the same.
I kind of like the concept of what they're doing, even if I haven't really liked the movies that much.
Yeah, me too. I'm cool with it. Around. Yeah, I feel as long as Sam and Bruce are cool with it, then I'm okay with it.
Well, I guess you don't have a choice if they're cool with it. then that's what matters. It doesn't matter if you're the third person to sign off on it.
Yeah, they always ask me, and I'm like, guys,
but you're saying like you think they have taste enough to not just shit out something.
I like to think, yeah.
Like at least it's their thing, and it's not like,
yeah,
freaking Anchor Bay bought the property, and I was just spewing.
Blumhouse.
Yeah, Blumhouse, right? Yeah,
we don't need a
Blumhouse. like a bank has the rights.
Yeah, right. Some hedge fund is now putting out Day of the Dead.
Yeah, a private equity company. Yeah, that's quite true. Or like John Carpenter, just give me a check. I don't give a fuck what you do.
Yeah,
and I understand that too. It's his business, But
yeah, yeah. And you said you did a video ranking the Evil Dead franchise, but I have not watched it yet. Did you want to go through and just quickly rank how it would rank the franchise?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I don't know if.
Oh, yeah, I can do it.
Okay. You can just pretend that you saw the last one.
Based on what I've heard, I know where I'll put
it. Well, that's the big thing, is to judge movies without having seen them, and go rate them on Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb.
It's pretty hot nowadays. I don't know if you've seen.
1 out of 10, the worst movie of all time. That's why I never watched it. It's the worst movie of all time. Why would I watch it? Doesn't make sense.
No.
Oh, Blumhouse. I did not know this, but Blumhouse is doing true crime documentaries.
Hey, that's a good business to be in. They're cheap, and people love that uniform.
That's a good point. Look at Netflix has been pumping them out. Why not?
Yeah, I watch them.
Yeah.
But especially the series on Netflix, they're just so padded out.
Yeah,
like they it's like somebody comes to them, hey, we have a 90-minute documentary, we want production funds for it, and then Netflix is like, okay, can you make it 6 hours, because we got to fill out some space.
Yeah, multiple seasons.
I'm like, can you just like film 50 drone shots and squeeze that in somehow?
Yeah.
Any fly-by-night attorney that had nothing to do with the case, we need them in for a sit-down interview that we can intersperse for an extra hour.
Yeah.
And then we'll make some episodes will be basically stuff we already covered. We'll just kind of do it in different order. We'll go over stuff like, wait, what? I already knew this. Yeah, I don't know. A recap. How do you want to do the ranking? Should I just say it, or?
Well, we'll just go around. We'll start with the worst. So I would say the Evil Dead Rise, to me, is the worst. To me, it's too much of a knockoff of Demons 2. Roberto Bava movie, and also it's very unimaginative in terms of you could do like a very suspenseful movie where it's in a high rise,
Yeah.
but this really to me does not. It just feels like very bland in terms of the staging and using the environment in terms of creating horror.
Yeah.
That's the giant problem to me. There's some cool gore and creepy stuff in it, so I did not hate it,
Yeah.
but it's to me my least favorite.
Yeah. Should we go? You want to go to me and then
Or,
Scott?
yeah,
or
go ahead, Eli.
counterclockwise. Yeah, for me, it's also Evil Dead Rise. Pretty much all the same reasons you said. You have this whole high rise, and they spend like way too much time just in their apartment, and then maybe the hallway. I get it that you can only build so many set pieces or whatever, but they could have done a little bit more. And it's just kind of generic, like it bothered me that when it came out, everyone was like, this is just so violent and bloody. It's like maybe the bloodiest movie I've ever seen. I'm like, it's not really. I thought it was toned down, if anything. Like,
Yeah, I did like, or just how, like it's the violence is cringy at times, and I don't mean like cringy, like TikTok cringy. I mean like fingernail getting ripped off or that kind of stuff. Where it's like, ew.
Yeah.
It's not just blood squirting everywhere. But
yeah,
they did that pretty well, I thought.
Yeah. Yeah. Characters weren't great either, but like after seeing Burn, I'm like, I kind of have a new appreciation for maybe the two sisters. I don't want to see any Evil Dead movie with kids. That's just gonna as soon as you put kids into play, then it's like, okay, they're not. You can't hurt kids too much, and I don't know. I just feel like that limits things, and it's decent. It's an okay movie. It has some of the callbacks. It has the come get some. Don't do that. I think it had a chainsaw, right? I guess you can get away with that, but a few too many callbacks, and they even tried to do like a little bit of humor, and I just felt like the humor, like the part with the eyeball, it's like with Evil Dead, I feel like you kind of have to go all in or just leave the humor out. You can't put like, we're gonna put one or two funny parts or silly parts. Like that didn't really work for me. But yeah, it was okay, but not too great.
And Scott, do you have a least favorite Evil Dead movie?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I haven't seen the new one, but so I would agree with you guys. However, I mean, I didn't like it that much to the point where I barely remember it, but it ripped off Demons 2. Like, I think it's better than Demons 2.
No, I think I'm a Demons 2 apologist.
Okay.
So I like Demons 2 a little bit better.
I don't think I've even made it through Demons 2.
I don't remember it very much. I only remember a few parts.
Well, you're comparing two movies you don't remember, so I'm taking this with a grain of salt. No offense. I would put Demons 2 a little ahead of Evil Dead Rise.
I am a raging racist against Italians, so that might be why.
Yeah. Chef Boyardee, #1. Fuck that guy.
That's right.
Yeah. Fat piece of shit.
Yeah.
Domino's makes the best pizza. Get fucked.
Yeah.
Hey, I like it. It'll do in a pinch.
I will say Domino's Pizza, I mean, it used to suck, but in the last maybe 10, 15 years, it got a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah, they revamped and everything.
Comeback, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's solid now. I think it's funny when people are like, it tastes like shit. And I'm like, when was the last time you had it? No, it was like 20 years ago. That's fair, but it did get bad. I agree at one point.
Because at one point, it was like the worst chain pizza you could get. And
I mean, there's like really good pizza, at least here. There's really good pizza if you want to pay a decent chunk of money. There's Little Caesars if you don't want to pay any money and you don't care. And then right there in the middle is Domino's. It's good enough and it's pretty affordable.
Yeah, I refuse to pay $40 for a pizza. I know it's good, but I just can't do it. Or even more. I think some pizzas are worth like 50. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, one of the I watch all these like pizza videos on YouTube because when I stop eating pizza, like I decide to diet again, then I just watch pizza videos on YouTube and just fantasize.
That's dangerous. That just makes me want to eat more pizza.
But like the super hippest, there's a super hip spot in New York that some people are saying is the best pizza in New York, and they're like large pizza, depending on which kind you get, is like between $50 and $70.
Oh yeah. Yeah, New York food just sounds expensive. Every time I see it, I'm like, look at this sandwich, $40. And I'm like, oh man, I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure it's good, but how freaking good could it be to be worth that?
Yeah, exactly.
People say it's worth it. Some
Really?
people do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I
I
guess,
guess
if
it's
I
not
was there,
something
I'd
you're
try it.
not going to eat it daily
It's-
or weekly.
I think it's Xerxes or something like that. I don't know how to say it. Oh, is that Ceres? It's Ceres Pizza in New York.
What does Dave Portnoy have to say about it?
Well, that's yeah. That was one of the videos I watched.
That fucking douchebag. I fucking hate that guy.
Yeah. So they have if you get the white pie, it's $42,
White. Ugh.
or just tomato is 30. So just tomato is 37. But
That's
then
not
they
that
have
bad.
They have a $70 pizza as well. So
I mean, for being like a world famous place, that's not like, ridiculous.
I'm gonna look this up. I do enjoy watching food videos, so I would be
Yeah, me
curious
too.
to see it.
Especially when like, I'm probably never going to get to have this. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
I'll at least like to know about it.
but also it's one of those places that's like impossible to, you have to wait in line for 90 minutes or whatever. But I
Right.
guess you can, in any place, you can call ahead and, 2 hours, give them 2 hours of leeway. And if you time it out,
Yeah.
you should be able to get it.
Kuma's in Chicago used to be like that. You'd show up and stand in line for 2 hours to get in because it was so tiny, and it'd been on the Food Network all the time, and I did it, man. I did it. Now thinking back, I'm like, what the? I mean, it's a good hamburger, but Jesus,
Yeah.
No.
Did like change your life or anything?
no. And now they got a nice big additional location out in the suburbs where you just walk right in and sit down and eat. And I was like, yep, that's good enough for me. I don't need to be in the dingy little bar where it all started.
Same recipes and all that.
No.
Okay, so my next least favorite, I guess, would be the 2013. I like certain sequences a lot, but again, that one, it's like just teens in the cabin. They do have the thing where at least there's a reason to get them in the cabin where the girl is detoxing from heroin. But to me, that's really just sort of a device to get them into the cabin.
Yeah.
To me, it's not a movie that's really about detoxing, and maybe some people disagree. So I put it below the Evil Dead Burn just because I think there's more substance in Evil Dead Burn. But I would say they're about equal. I know some people really love the 2013 version,
I'm
but
pretty big fan.
But anyways, go ahead, Eli. So this would be second and last.
Yeah, mine's gonna be Burn, which I don't really need to say too much. We already talked about it. Like, I think I did miss. You don't see the Necronomicon at all. Maybe that's not important to some people. You just saw like scans of it and like photocopies and stuff that the kid has, and so I kind of missed that. Does it? I don't know. Maybe it's my problem. Maybe I need too much of the same. Like I said, I don't want callbacks and I don't want stuff like that. But I guess certain elements I do kind of miss. But yeah, I liked it okay.
This is pretty boring ranking because I'm just gonna agree with you guys.
I
did
not intend a pun. Go ahead.
I was pleasantly surprised when I saw. I didn't expect much. I was pleasantly surprised about how kind of mean spirited it was. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I do agree with that.
But that said, yeah, I can't come close to the original three.
So then Evil Dead Burn would be my next. I already talked about it. So this would be like your number 3 now. Eli, is that right?
Number 4.
Oh, you didn't do your 4 yet. So
Yeah.
go ahead. Yeah. So Evil Dead 2013.
Yeah, that's my 4. How'd you know?
Oh, I unfairly assumed. I shouldn't have done that.
That's okay. I'm a big fan of it.
I made an ass out of you and me.
No, I like it. That the first time I liked it more after I watched it a few times. The first time I'm like, all right, these characters are trash. They're uninteresting. It's I guess it's a reboot of the original. Maybe the first 2, maybe, or something. I just like it. I love the Deadites and the gore and like how mean spirited it is and the practical effects and stuff. And that was enough for me, I guess, to make up for the rest of it being kind of generic. I think Tom might have froze.
I hope so.
Yeah, I was like, is it one of us? Wait, no, I'm moving. Scott's moving.
Is it? Well, I guess we can keep going. Is it to me?
Yeah, you're number 4.
Or wait, you're on 4, right?
Yeah. So I think you are too.
Well,
yeah,
no,
you talked about 2.
I didn't.
Oh yeah, you didn't see one. That's right. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. So you're number 3.
Did you guys catch the cat attack?
Yeah, it was awesome.
I thought I was sitting in the chair. Apparently, I'm not. Now I'm sitting on the edge because
what a vicious lion.
Okay,
he's a real piece of shit, but I love him.
My internet cut out.
Oh, okay.
You're back.
Okay, back. I froze up there for about 15 seconds.
You did.
Okay,
yeah.
My internet cut out, but it's back. Okay. I was about to end the stream. I thought we were toast.
We were too hot for YouTube?
No, it's just my internet.
Okay. I think we're to you. We got because I'm one ahead because I didn't see one of the movies.
Yeah. So top 3, number 3 is Army of Darkness for me, and this is maybe a bit of a hot take. I don't know, but I'm picking the Army of Darkness theatrical cut over the director's cut. And I have a Blu-ray. It has 3 different cuts. But I will say I prefer the scene with the mini ashes where he fights. I prefer the version in the director's cut of that scene. But overall, I prefer the theatrical cut of Army of Darkness. I think the movie is too goofy to have like this dark ending that Sam Raimi originally wanted.
Yeah.
And it's also the first way I did see the movie. Well, I did not see it in the theater, though. Yeah. And I will say, just to backtrack, I initially knew about these movies in high school. On TV, I saw The Incredibly Strange Film Show with Jonathan Ross, the British guy. You know about the show?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like a cult movie show, and he did an episode on Sam Raimi. So I saw Darkman in the theater, and then how I initially saw clips of these 3 movies. The first 3 was that Incredibly Strange Film Show, Jonathan Ross show. And then I, like, with some friends, we rented Evil Dead 2, maybe senior year of high school. So I wasn't really, other than Darkman, I was not really seeing his movies until like 96 or something, or 97. But yeah, so Army of Darkness, the theatrical cut, is my number 3.
I don't know which. I guess. Shit. I'm trying to remember which cut I'm used to watching. I guess the theatrical cut. Yeah. I used to not like Army of Darkness at all for some reason. I've really grown to like it. I love it now. God damn it, fucking bird. Yeah. I love it now. Like I saw it in the theater a couple months ago, and I just had so much fun. It's my favorite Ash.
Hello, Mr. Fancy.
Yeah, I remember that.
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up. See this? This is my boomstick.
Sorry to interrupt you.
No, it's okay. It's actually my favorite version of Ash. It's like totally the Ash that they use for for the show, the Ash versus Evil Dead, and I just appreciate it much more now. That like Sam Raimi's camera work and stuff is a lot of fun. It's like almost every shot he just puts so much detail into it, and yeah, it's goofy and it's funny and it's barely a horror movie, but yeah, I like it a lot nowadays.
So Scott, you're number 3.
Yeah, I guess this is going to be not very cool to say, but my number 3 is Evil Dead 1.
You bastard.
I know. It's fine. You can kick me off.
It's too much for you. You can't handle it, right?
The terror was too much. I was sitting in a puddle of my own piss and vomit, unable to open my eyes. It's an awesome movie. I mean, no question. But probably a lot of it has to do with, I saw 2 first, and 2 is basically a remake with more comedy. So, and then Army of Darkness is special to me for other reasons. So something's got to be in that spot. So, I look at it like, this movie's a 10, this is a 9.9, this is a 9.8, so the 9.8 gets in third place,
Yeah, okay. I mean, you're still a poser, but I accept that.
We all know that, yeah. I've got the Cold Lake shirt to prove it.
Yeah. All right. So my number 2 is Evil Dead 2. There was a time, and this is probably my number 1. But I think since in the past 20 years, Evil Dead 1 has been my number 1. And just because it's, the second one is sillier with more comedy. So I don't really find it that scary. I find the first one scarier. So I put that number 1. But they're both great. And they're sort of like 2 sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
And I do like it. It is sort of a remake, but it's like it starts as the first one ends. Exactly. So I really like that about it. It reminds me sort of like Hellraiser 1 and Hellraiser 2, where it really feels like a continuation as well as being sort of a comedic remake. So, yeah, part 2 is my number 2.
It's mine also. Yeah. I guess I appreciate it more now, but for the first a bunch of times I saw it, I was always confused, pre-internet days, I guess you could call it, or early internet days. I was just kind of confused. I didn't know shit. You couldn't look anything up, and I was like, why is it the same movie but kind of different? And it's always kind of bothered me. I guess didn't Sam say basically he just had better ideas or something, and he wanted to kind of redo his own movie?
I think he wanted to do Army of Darkness, and then they Dino De Laurentiis didn't want to refuse to produce Army of Darkness, but he would produce Evil Dead 2. And then so Sam Raimi was like, well, if I'm going to do Evil Dead 2, I want to make it goofy and crazy.
Yeah,
But I think he originally wanted to do Army of Darkness.
I think I do remember hearing that as well. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like a lot of people, maybe even the majority of like fans will say that's their favorite, the part 2. That's what I seem to see. But I could never, and maybe it's because I saw the first one first. I don't know. You know how that goes. You see, especially when you see something when you're younger and it sticks with you. But I get that, like, the second one is definitely a better made movie. It's definitely better made. Everything about it's better made. But like, I don't know. It's like Tom said, it's great. But I just could never. I wish I could see it the way that some other people see it. I first of all, the first one is like one of my favorite movies of all time. So it's hard to compete with that. But
Yeah, this is James puts it perfectly. Demo and
That's-
debut.
That's a good point. That's a good point. When it's like the same songs, but they're better now, and maybe even changed a little bit. Yeah, it's a good point.
So Scott,
Well, I thought I had an order, and I was flip flopping even as we're sitting here. I wrote down Army of Darkness. I have it number 2.
okay,
Very, very just an important movie to me. I guess to me personally, it was like the summer. It came out the summer after I graduated high school, and my friends and I went and saw it like a billion times in the theater. When it came out on video, I bought it immediately, and we watched it another 100 times at home. It was just one of those movies that we all loved and quoted all the time and watched over and over. I also prefer the theatrical cut. I remember at the time hearing wherever you Fangoria or whatever, hearing rumors about, there was an ending where this happened. Like, oh shit, we got to see that somehow. And then once I saw it, I was like, no, the ending they had was better.
and I have an S Smart. I have an S Smart near me. I should go in there. I want to go in there with my Ash figure and walk around.
There's an actual S Mart?
Yeah. And what is it in Clerks? A quick stop? I have a quick stop near me and an S Mart.
Wow. That's all you need.
Wow.
We know where Tom hangs out.
Yeah.
Out in front of the store with Silent Bob.
When I was younger, I actually worked in a like a department store, and I worked in the housewares section. And so there was this one guy that worked somewhere else, and he would always call me Ash, because it was pretty awesome.
Of the movie, I've probably seen Army of Darkness the most, so I kind of want to put it number 1, but it's hard to put it over Evil Dead 2.
Sure, someone's done it.
Yeah,
you never know.
Yeah, number 1 is my favorite. It does capture the feel of, like, increasing horror over a single night, where it just gets more horrific and crazier as the night goes on, to where it's like almost driving you insane. That's one of the aspects I like about it the most. Yeah, it's incredibly impressive if you consider, a low budget horror movie, independent horror movie, because it's really a regional horror movie. It's a Michigan movie, so I don't know, like, if you've seen that many like late 70s and early 80s regional horror movies, where it's like, we're in St. Petersburg, Florida, and we got funding from 3 dentists to make a movie on 16 millimeter for 80 grand. Like, usually how shitty and primitive they are. Like, it's basically like the Citizen Kane of American regional horror movies. In terms of being great, but also just being technically way ahead of the curve for that type of thing. So Eli.
Yeah. Yeah, Evil Dead. Yeah, it's whenever people ask me my favorite like horror movie, I usually say Evil Dead and The Exorcist, like a tie. I mean, yeah, they're just timeless for me. Yeah, I love Evil Dead. How it's more compared to the second one, how it's a little more mean, a little more scary. little more, I find it more. I mean, there's some really good gore in the second one, but the first one, yeah, it's more mean. It actually, it's scary to me because it was scary when I saw it the first time. So it's always, I consider it a scary movie. I know when you watch it now, you're not like, oh, I'm terrified, but like, some of that remains, and yeah, I just love it. No, it's not my favorite version of Ash. Like I said, I much prefer the Army of Darkness Ash. Where he's really, I feel like that's when he really comes into his own, like the Ash that I love, the goofy, funny one. He's not really like that in the first one, but that's okay. Yeah, and none of the characters are all that great when you think about it. Like, I guess, well, Bruce Campbell's always great, but like all the rest of the characters are pretty they're just forgettable. But it's fine. Most of them die. Well, they all die anyways. But I don't know. I just love it. It's like like Tom said, Sam Raimi was so young and like he just pretty much had done like home movies, and I assume he probably had done some shorts and stuff. There's no way he probably jumped right to a full movie, but he was still young and fairly inexperienced, and it's impressive for that.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Scott.
Oh no, I was just you said about it shorts. I know I've seen like clips of like comedy shorts he did with Bruce and whoever was around in Michigan at the time. So yeah, that's the first time they made anything.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, he did the Within the Woods. Were you talking about that? So that was like the prototype for Evil Dead.
I still haven't never seen that.
I think it's been on YouTube in horrible quality. And it was originally supposed to be on, I used to have the two Book of the Deads, the Anchor Bay DVDs.
I remember
it was supposed to be on the first Book of the Dead, but at the last minute, Sam Raimi nixed it.
Oh.
He didn't want it on there.
Do you think he just thought it's too terrible, too shitty, or in his opinion?
I don't remember if there was a reason given, but it was on there, and then very last minute, he told him to take it off. Because the funny thing was on the DVD, there was actually, you could get into the menu. It was hidden in there, but you can get into the menu with the text of the explaining the short film. So that was still on the disc.
Oh.
Yeah, like if you went into the root of the disc, like ripped it, you could find that text explaining, because it was so last minute. They just pulled the actual video file off, and then just hid the actual menu for the short film.
That's cool. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, and Rip Sam Neill in The Mouth of Madness is awesome. I think I would rank that
Agreed.
as underrated
Love
John
it.
Carpenter movie.
Love it. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's a lot of fun.
The best Lovecraft movie, despite not actually being based on a Lovecraft story.
Yeah. That's hard to argue with.
Or Reanimator.
Yeah. And
Yeah, but that's not like the Lovecraft vibe.
It's not. Yeah, it's. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to talk shit about Reanimator.
It's a good point,
The
though.
most it's Lovecraftian. When people say Lovecraftian, it's
got to have certain elements. Yeah. Not just monsters or tentacle monsters, or has to be more than that.
mm-hmm. Cosmic horror.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. More like From Beyond.
I'll limp to the finish line. Mine's Evil Dead 2 there. I think we've talked about it though enough.
Yeah.
Well, why do you prefer it?
1, 2, and 3 are so different. It's like I definitely see why part 1 could be number 1. It has that grimy, more mean-spirited feel. 2 is technically more adept and has, I think some cooler ideas, and things are done better, and there's more comedy, but it's not the same feeling. And then 3 is just a whole different, like, let's do like let's do a swashbuckling adventure now. So they could all flip, really, but I guess, yeah, for now, 2 is the one that I enjoy it the most? I don't know. I'm questioning it. I don't know.
It's a close 3. Like you said, your top 3 are like a 0.1 apart from each other.
Yeah.
So like,
1, 2, and 3 are awesome. The rest exist. There's my ranking.
Well, like Army of Darkness, from what I've heard, that is much more like Sam Raimi's vibe. That's more what he really wanted to do. He was all
Right,
into
yeah.
He loved Three Stooges and schlocky stuff like that. So it makes sense.
And I don't know why, like, to me, just like Bruce Campbell standing there while someone off camera throws him like dusty skeletons for him to break in half. It makes me laugh every time.
Yeah, and that's a good point, because I think he said when he talked about making the first Evil Dead, part of the inspiration was to get his career going. So he would go to see, at the drive-in low budget horror movies and be like, oh, we could do something a lot better. We could do this,
Yeah.
but way better, more technicality, make it less boring. He found a lot of films he saw that, they were sluggishly paced. So that was part of the inspiration.
Cool.
All right, so we're done with that.
Yes.
So one thing I'll mention, and then we'll talk about our movie, Rampage 3, the masterpiece.
The Search for the President, or whatever it's called.
Yeah. I got this the last Criterion sale, so the one before, and I haven't watched it. I've seen the movie quite a few number of times, but this is the 4K of Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me.
Hell yeah.
And I do think this is still my favorite David Lynch movie after rewatching it.
That's awesome.
I can't think of another movie that's this funny and this scary, but also dramatic.
Yeah, it's everything.
That could make you cry.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's something I think only David Lynch could pull off. And you probably have to pick another David Lynch movie that would fit that category. I wanted to list my 5 favorite lines from the movie. So when at the beginning, when David Lynch says, "That's his M.O., modus operandi," and then of course when they Kiefer Sutherland and Chris Isaac go to the diner, and there's they ask the guy if he knows anything, and he goes, "I know shit from Shinola," and then Kiefer Sutherland goes to Chris Isaac. He's like, "Do you think we should question him?" That's the only thing he knows about the guy, is that he knows shit from Shinola and thinks he might be a good interview to get information. And then when they visit the trailer, the trailer where what's her face lived, and then Harry Dean Stanton's there. He runs the trailer park, and then he goes, "This trailer's more popular than Uncle's Day at a whorehouse."
Uncle's Day. Fucking love Harry Dean Stanton. Just the best. He's amazing.
Yeah, the late.
I like in that, just to butt in that scene, his exasperation. He's like, "It's just more shit I got to do now." Like, God damn it, this girl got murdered, and now there's more shit I got to do.
Yeah. And then the Shirley's friend that they replaced from Twin Peaks, I forgot her name, but she says, "If I had a nickel for every cigarette my mother smoked, I'd be dead."
I'd be dead. Moira Kelly, yep, and
Okay.
Fuck Larry Flynn Boyle.
Yeah. And then, of course, the bartender, the French Canadian bartender, that guy's amazing. He says that there's no tomorrow. You know why, baby? Because it'll never get here. That's
Good
quite the mind bender.
Yeah, wrap your head around that.
Yeah, Mara Kelly.
I've always wondered how people who never saw the series viewed this movie.
Yeah, that's a good point because you could. It played in theaters, right?
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
huge bomb.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Because for me, I was one of these, like, I was the right age, I was a teenager. I was a freaking Twin Peaks sicko. I had them all taped and watch them over and over. So for me, the movie is so tied into the series.
Yeah.
I wonder if you didn't like, or if you just kind of vaguely knew there was a mystery and a girl died, and you watch this movie, would you feel like unsatisfied or?
That's a good question, actually. I'm sure someone could answer it for you. There's got to be someone out there that has only seen the Fire Walk with Me and like, I didn't really care for it that much. I didn't bother to watch the show, or someone's done it. I've thought that too, and I'd forgotten that I had thought that, but I have had that thought. I'm like, I wonder if someone just watched this and nothing, and that's it. Would they like it? You could love it, but you couldn't love it as much as like we do. Like it couldn't mean as much to you.
Yeah, I think the structure of it would definitely be confusing. Like, why are we with Chris Isaac in this weird case that seems to have nothing to do with anything? And then the whole David Bowie thing, and
I think it assumes you've seen both seasons.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I can't really divorce myself to.
You can't
imagine what it'd be like. But
right.
There's so much time you put into it and stuff, and
Shirley is so amazing, and like that. I talked about it when watching Vampires. Like, I'm so like almost bitter about a career that's not mine because she should have been so much bigger. Like, she's so great in this movie.
Yeah, her best role. Well, I mean, debatably, right?
Maybe the best screaming performance in movie history in terms of the screaming aspect.
Wow, that's saying a lot. Would you say she's
in my opinion?
Yeah. Would you say she's the number one scream queen of all time?
No, because she's not running away from a monster or a killer.
That's true. It's different.
Oh, so James had never seen the series.
Wow. Ask and you shall receive. But I bet it was a while ago too, and he's probably seen the series since then. It might still be hard for him to.
Yeah, I guess my view on things has changed too. Like, I was like so in the weeds of the lore and the green ring and what it all meant, and you don't need to. You can just go by all that. You understand the story, right, without all that, like the backdrop, I guess. Yeah, it's just, I guess, just a difference in how I watch things then, how I watch it now. Like, talking about earlier Project Hail Mary, they're like saying some science stuff. Is like, what are they doing? I don't know. They're gonna do the thing. I'll just watch the movie, and they did the thing, and I was entertained.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I think I said this before with Eli, but the Project Hail Mary, it seemed like they did have the science in there, but it's like let's move through it as fast as we can.
Yeah.
So it's in there so people don't complain.
Yeah.
But we don't bore dumb people in the audience.
Sometimes, yes, especially with space. Sometimes too much like scientific explanation stuff does bore me, where I'm just like, I don't understand any of this. I don't know the words you're using, like the terminology or the I don't know.
But and also, tied to that, I think Project Hail Mary could do like a 3-hour cut, or expands on some of that stuff, for the nerds. I think that could actually really work.
It could.
Usually I complain about movies being too long, but
yeah, that does, as long as it was. It's not super long, but yeah, it does. It is one of those movies where you're like, yeah, this could have been one of those 3-hour movies, for sure.
All right. Do you want to talk about our movie?
Not really.
I will apologize. I saw the description and the poster, and I really got suckered in because
Huge bait and switch.
I expected like Most Dangerous Game, but they're like hunting a fake Donald Trump. And like, I got to see that. But the actual presidential murder happens off screen. That was very disappointing. And I will say I saw the second movie that they could make one Rampage sequel if you just edit the second movie and the third movie together. That's actually really good. But both the second and third one, it's just kind of a slog where it's repetitive, and they just put like Bill Williamson, the I don't know if you want to call him the anti-hero or just the villain.
Protagonist.
Yeah. But they just inserted like every possible complaint that this guy could come up with between and this is also between the second movie and the third movie. To where they really should have narrowed it down. Like in the second movie, he complains about Obama didn't try George W. Bush for war crimes. You could have just focused like his ranting into a thing that ties into him going after the president. Like maybe just him complaining about the executive branch. But he just like between the two movies, he just rants about every possible thing you could come up with. It's really annoying. It just goes on forever.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be so
I
detailed.
really equated it to the nebulous, vaguely left-wing group in not Eddington. One battle after another. Like, what is he for exactly? Killing people, I guess. Kill all the people.
Yeah, and also, it's not. I mean, at one point he rants about gun control when he shoots like 150 people.
Yeah.
So to me, and that's part of the problem is like it seems like two different characters. It seems like the total. Like it seems like a character that should be like a total nut job that watches Alex Jones. Yeah. And what he's saying is going to be nonsensical, and then he shoots a bunch of people. Like it would make sense if he was saying focus it on one person, like just the president is evil for XYZ, and there's sort of presented more of a logic to that, like he's just killing one person. I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like Uwe Boll was he wanted to be more provocative. Like, I want people to try to guess which side they think he's on, but it's not clever at all. So but I always assumed that was his idea. What's like,
yeah. And I think it does help if you've seen the second movie.
Yeah.
Because in the second one, the way they present it is like, it's sort of a twist in that you think he's just a maniac, that his reasoning is going to be insane.
Mm-hmm.
And then they actually play his video manifesto in the second movie, and there's like some points that make sense.
Yeah.
So that it's presented as like a twist.
Yeah.
It reminded me of, oddly enough, of King of Comedy, the Scorsese movie. I don't know if you've seen that. To where it's presenting like he's a crazy person that you think is going to be a horrible stand-up comedian, but he's actually a good stand-up comedian. So that's sort of, to me, like the twist of the second movie. But it doesn't really work that he's an insane lunatic and then is making logical points.
Yeah. Like sometimes he's smart, and sometimes they make him seem like he's a loser and an idiot,
Yeah, because in the first movie, it's more just like an incel.
Yeah, he's a dork.
Incel dork kind of guy that shoots people just for no reason.
Yeah. Not to get too much off topic, but did either of you guys see Civil War, that movie? Oh no, Tom, you saw it.
Yeah.
I didn't.
we're talking about the off-screen shooting of the president. Well, that's what I loved about Civil War, where the end. Oh shit! Sorry, guys. If
Well, you
anyone
ruined
hasn't
it.
seen it, but
You ruined it.
it's too late now. But yeah, the ending where
Oh, no.
the president's like, no, let's make a deal, and they're just like fucking boom, like point blank to like you've had enough chances, motherfucker.
Yeah, I wanted a dumb exploitation of Civil War is what I wanted from this movie. I did not get it.
No,
But I will say there's just some funny things in the movie, although partially I think accidentally. I'll get into. But so this opening scene is in the first, and is in the second movie. So when he basically tells the homeless guy to inspire him to kill people, basically, like why not kill people?
yeah, anarchist, I guess.
You know, because his buddy died in the cold. And then he's just randomly shooting people like in front of a target. And this scene is placed twice in the second movie.
Weird.
So in the span of 24 hours, this is the third time I saw this scene.
Damn. I didn't notice that.
But also part of the funny part of this entire series is just how shitty the cops are. Like in the second movie, so it's like this guy shoots 100 people and then just gets away, and the cops are like, "Well, he walked away. What are we gonna do? We can't chase after him, I guess."
That was my thought when I was watching this third one. I'm like, how is he still out there doing this shit? What the fuck?
Because
no one stopped him yet. Like, he's just walking around. He doesn't even have a Batmobile or anything.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to ask: are these the same SWAT jackets as in Citizen Vigilante?
Maybe they just dusted them off.
They look very similar.
Reuse them.
Yeah, and that movie has, and that the short story has been ripped off so many times. And yeah, Twin Peaks in the U.S. was a giant deal when it came out. So I did not watch it at the time. I was pretty young, but my mom and my sister did. So it would be on in the background sometimes.
I remember it. Yeah, at first, same here. I remember it being on TV, and I remember thinking like, "This is not for me." This looks artsy, and I'm not gonna understand it. So I never bothered.
That was the weirdest, like, short-lived phenomenon. Like that was like what, 7 episodes, and then it came back. Season 2 came on, and in like 2 weeks, it felt like nobody cared anymore. That was it.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was like for 6 months or so, or however that it was gigantic in the U.S.
Yeah, magazine covers and
Yeah.
Saturday Night Live,
Yeah.
and yeah.
And then this confused me initially, but this is a flash forward or whatever. So they're showing you a later scene of the FBI finding him, but this actually happens later, and he escapes.
I think all of this, like, flashing around and like Bill's motivation or whatever, I feel like if I trusted Uwe Boll more, I would try to look deeper into it and figure it out. But there's a part of me that's like, he doesn't know either. He's just shooting shit. He doesn't know. Like, I don't trust him. You know what I mean? It's not worth the effort to try to figure out because he doesn't know either.
Yeah, I having seen, his other vigilante movies, I think he's trying, to be provocative and have some interesting ideas in there. But it's, the writing and the editing is pretty bad, so it doesn't really come across that well. So that's my opinion.
My favorite, the news scenes.
Yeah, these were kind of accidentally funny, I would say.
We've all seen news broadcasts like this, right?
Yeah, my advice and also his name is technically pronounced Uwe Boll. If anyone cares, I mean, but if you want to pronounce it Uwe, that's fine.
Uwe.
But
I've got the first. I didn't know it was Ball. I thought it was Bull.
I'm actually interested in this. Brought up on the out there. Yeah, I want to check that out. I like Caleb Landry Jones.
He was in a movie I saw, right? That we talked about.
I think so. Yeah. What was that?
I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
I saw the Snowtown Murders.
Yes.
Which was really, really good.
Fucked up movie. God, it's so disturbing.
Yeah. You want to talk about like a bad family dynamic.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Yeah, so the way he shoots the president, vice president, and the secretary of defense. But the way they do it is they just have footage of him walking around DC, and then it's just off screen. The news reports it. So I thought that was really lame.
Yeah. I'm sure this is extremely low budget, but I feel like there are ways you can get around it without calling attention to it. Like, I literally started laughing out loud when he blew up the cabin, and then the FBI agents went in there, and there were like 6 little sterno fires, like spread out on the floor to represent that the place had blown up. It just looked really corny.
Yeah. So I have a trivia question, guys. A political trivia. You ready?
Sure.
So if the president and vice president are killed at the same time, who then becomes president?
Speaker of the House?
That is correct. Good job, Eli.
Yeah, Mike.
I just want to say
Mike Johnson. That guy.
Yeah.
Did Mr. Boll know that? Why would he kill the Secretary of Defense then?
He might not.
Maybe he liked the Speaker of the House.
Well, he is German, so that's pretty like. I feel like most Europeans not going to know that.
Yeah.
But I would argue that if I'm going to make a movie about,
you might research.
Do some research.
The government of America, that might be something you would want to know.
What, you're not going to make your movie about Germany, not knowing hardly anything about Germany?
They have a king, right?
King of the Germans.
Yes, this is El Maestro, Uwe Boll, director of Citizen Vigilante.
It's kind of the same movie with some of the
yeah,
can't think of the word. Some of the details change.
Yeah, I will say, and I did see Citizen Vigilante. The editing of that movie is stunningly incompetent, even compared to the Rampage movies.
Oh.
So I will say, if you got, also it seems like they maybe only shot 70% of the movie and just tried to fill it out.
Yeah.
But I will say, if that movie confused you, some elements are in these Rampage movies, so it might make more sense if you see the Rampage movies of what he was trying to go for. I don't know.
Does he edit his own movies, or do you know, or does he?
He did not edit Citizen Vigilante. He was the DP of Citizen Vigilante, which is another problem. Because you need to get shots in order to edit them.
You need to have someone that knows how to do it.
and
you do have to actually shoot something to use it. Yes.
I don't know if he's actually the worst director of all time, but he's definitely the worst cinematographer of all time.
Holy shit. Oh, there's a reason why most directors hire a cinematographer if they feel competent enough to do it themselves, which most don't.
I don't think he lacks confidence. No. I think he's pretty sure he can do whatever.
I can do it all. I wrote it. I directed it. I filmed it. I produced it. At least he's not acting in them, right? He's not like the main character.
Well, no,
Well, he does something.
he acts in the second movie. He's the producer on in a TV station.
Oh,
so
that's
he's an
right.
actor in the second movie.
That's right. I remember.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about these cops.
The FBI.
Like, first, well, I mean, so apparently Bill's message is so powerful that he's converted some people in the government to his side. I still don't understand what his message is, but it must be pretty sweet.
I took it as he persuades hackers that they get into the government. But it could be either one actually. So either like he has someone on the inside that would make more sense technologically, but there wasn't anything to me that indicated that they were on the inside. I kind of assumed that they were just hackers, like mega hackers that could just get into FBI computers, no problem.
It's easy.
But one of them was in the office because you see him texting with him.
He had an inside guy, right?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Anyway, who cares?
Well, yeah, but then he's also like communicating with them, like hacking into their systems and communicating with them.
That's true.
Right.
So was that an inside guy or was he someone that he's taunting?
I think the inside guy gave him like the access because the inside guy used like set off the EMP that wiped everything out.
Okay, I think I assumed that was a different guy. That was a hacker guy.
But our two, like, I don't know, our two main
FBI agents,
top hero dudes, FBI agents, possibly SWAT, depending on what jacket they put on. They're sitting there watching a video of his, and then like this dude on screen is like, "Well, actually, Bill's points has some pretty sweet points," and like, what? What's going on? Why?
When did
And
this
then the two cops are arguing about like, well, actually, I think Bill's got some good ideas. You know, Hitler did make those trains run on time.
Do you or don't you?
They're trying to make you think. So I took. I'll get to that scene.
The moral ambiguity.
I'll get to
I'm sorry.
that scene in a second, but it's trying to. They do that in the second movie too, where you think it's just going to be crazy ramblings, but then somebody's like, "Oh, he's making good points." So they're trying to sell that idea.
Okay, I guess it went over my head.
Yeah, and then this is he just in his various manifestos, he like he even mentions animal abuse. Like he just mentions every possible complaint he could have against modern American society. I'm surprised he didn't mention recycling, honestly.
I should murder people to cycle.
Yeah. So they assume he's a trained elite sniper, maybe ex-military, because he apparently killed the president, vice president, and the secretary of defense with 3 bullets from far away.
I would also assume that.
But he's not, right? He's just some guy.
Pretty
Yeah,
sure.
he's just some guy. But
Yeah.
well, he has had a lot of practice, in fairness, of shooting people.
Practice.
It's true. He has killed like 3 people.
Yeah.
But you're gonna get good at it eventually, you know.
I will say it was interesting, this twist where ISIS claims responsibility, but it turns out to be faked, I guess. So just a pretext for bombing the Middle East and stealing their resources. And this scene is in the second movie. So where he hears about his mother dying from his dad. And also this movie's trying to be emotional for you to care about this character. And I don't really think that works. I don't know what you guys thought.
No, didn't work.
About
About
Bill
Bill.
or the cop. Oh yeah, no, I don't.
Like, sorry.
He loved his mom.
Yeah, sorry your mom died. That does suck.
And his kid and his girlfriend. Yeah, it's the to me the funniest aspect of this movie is just like the podunk nature of these FBI agents. It's like the president, vice president, secretary of defense are shot and killed, and then somebody's like, "Hey, can we get a couple of guys to maybe look into this?"
A
And
couple
they're like,
dudes.
Bob and Ralph, they're on lunch. Can I just
They're really on her ass.
can I
about
just
this.
ask them tomorrow? It's like, no, we should probably before end of day. Can we just get the ball rolling on this? It's kind of important.
Yeah.
All right, and then can we get somebody from IT to help them out? Some fat guy from IT.
Yeah, was that somebody's nephew?
Yeah.
Like, he really stood out. Like this chinless loser coming in and babbling techno lines. I don't know. To me, he really stood out. Like, why are you in this movie?
Yeah, and they have this amazing scan technology. They scanned everyone that was in DC at the time. And this is more drama. He has a baby.
Also, in the first Rampage movie, isn't Bill like really shitty to his parents? If I remember correctly, he's like an asshole to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's terrible setup for him to be sad. You know, like, oh, I loved them. Well, no, you didn't.
What? Yeah. I saw it a long
Me too.
time ago, but I just remember it being a story about an asshole who goes out and kills
He
a bunch
lived
of
with his
people
parents.
and then tries to frame it.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
but he was like a dick to them all the time. I thought, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I feel like Uwe wanted to make a different vigilante movie, but
Yeah,
tried to tie it into the Rampage, maybe because that was somewhat of a success.
yeah, or he just forgot about certain parts that he wrote.
Yeah. And again, like how shitty this FBI is. It's like, oh, it's that beard. That was why we couldn't catch him. He grew a beard.
What a disguise.
Damn it! Just imagine if you put glasses on.
Yeah, no chance.
Oh my god. Never find him then. Yeah, look at I don't want to make fun of guys' appearance. That's not nice, but what the fuck? Why is this
He
guy in
does
this
look
movie?
like a chud.
But like the president and the vice president are killed, and this is who we rely on. It's like
The best of the best.
the IT guy at the office.
This is like probably what real FBI agents actually look like. You're like, oh, we're fucked.
He's got his associate's degree from a community college. There he is.
So basically, and he wants, I guess he wants his army of incels to hunt down politicians, oligarchs, billionaires, bank bosses, CEOs, lobbyists.
Yes.
That's a lot of people.
Like I was trying to explain, probably not very well, that like people outraged about Citizen Vigilante, like I think they should see this movie because it's basically just he took this, he cut out the whole, kill the billionaires and then pasted in criminal immigrants and then repeat. Like I don't think he's trying to make a real political statement about anything. He's just trying to poke people and rile them up, and this works.
I'm starting to think Neil Breen too with these characters and shit. They're like Neil Breen movie.
Yeah.
Some random dude.
And I think Uwe should just try to. But this is anything with Neil Breen or some of these low budget directors. Like, just try to avoid the technology.
Oh yeah.
Like there are ways, especially we have social media, so you could just do like FaceTimes and phone calls, and like instead of a news broadcast, you could just have a TikTok of a guy going, "Hey, did you hear blah blah blah? The president was shot."
Simplify it.
Yeah, and not try.
Well, he did that in Citizen Vigilante, and it was almost even more.
Yeah.
Harsh, so
I'm saying there's more of a chance you can make it look okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I guess this is the guy on the inside. I wasn't sure there's like another
Yeah.
hacker character.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that.
You barely see. You see him a couple times for like 10 seconds each. It's not. They don't call a lot of attention to it.
Yeah, and this is I don't know, but he's also clearly a hypocrite.
I got my guns super easy.
maybe he's really he's just showing you, like people shouldn't have guns. Look what I'm
They
doing.
could do this.
Like, if there were no guns, I could do this. Yeah.
And this is the debate scene. So I think this is trying to, he wants you to watch this movie and like debate, like afterward, like let's go to Denny's and have a debate.
Right. Let's go get some coffee and talk this out.
Oh God.
I kind of, it's very ham-handed, but at least I appreciate the attempt, because usually in these exploitation movies, you don't have actual, like the political aspects are all very, it's like you have a terrorist from a country they don't even name.
Yeah, vague.
And that's as far as they go. But then this one, it's almost like too much, where it's just a bunch of random shit.
Like I understand, like I can almost appreciate him trying, but it's so shitty. I wish he just hadn't done it, because it just makes it feel more stupid. Have you been to Detroit?
Oh God. Everyone's favorite city just to bring up. It's either
He's
that or
like, what about the
Chicago.
blacks?
Yeah, them blacks.
But like, this did make me laugh a few times, just their back and forth, although maybe unintentionally.
Oh.
And then this guy has a line, what he said, I can't listen to this shit anymore. I was like, finally.
Okay, maybe we were wrong about that guy.
Uncle Uwe said I could leave at 3 today, so I'm out of here.
I like this guy finally. And this made me laugh. This is a very inside thing, because I've worked with a few like news crews, and then done sound and like man on the street stuff. But the fact that she's a newscaster and she's using a shotgun with a dead cat for a wired XLR is really funny. But I don't know that people are gonna get that unless you've done sound.
I mean, I was like, there's no way she would be carrying that, right?
Because I'm almost positive happened is they didn't have the right mic. Because normally you have a dynamic mic that's wireless, and then it has like the call letters of the station.
Mm-hmm.
And then they didn't have the mic, so they just asked the sound guy, hey, you got an extra mic? And that's all he had.
And then they stuffed a dead cat on the end.
Yeah. So this is clearly shitty.
And was this lady former WWE interview robot with her when the guy drives away, then she just like stares forlornly into the camera for like 10 seconds too long?
Okay, so we think it was an inside job with it's electromagnetic pulse to shut everything down. And then they were hacked while the power was shut down. So presumably the inside guy did the electromagnetic stuff, and then there was maybe an outside hacker. I
feel like one of those things could have happened, but not both. Right?
I don't really think it matters.
Does anything?
I like when he yells at the guy.
Yeah, you fucking dork.
Fucking 40-year-old man. Oh, you were a whiz kid. And this was the funniest part, where they start drinking and they start getting personal. And he talks about his marriage, but then Bill is listening in and making fun, laughing at them.
Right.
That would be fun.
I mean, I feel like we're supposed to empathize with Bill at least a little bit, right?
At times,
Yeah.
probably, yeah.
He's just a piece of
Yeah,
shit.
he's horrible.
Beyond being a murderer, he's just like a mean person.
But I agree that these guys are dorks. Like, I sympathize with his laughing at them for being dorks.
It's true, yeah.
Everything else, no.
I do enjoy the drinking in movies too. Of, hey guys, let's drink a bottle of scotch in 5 minutes and then just
Go
leave.
drive, get in our car, and get back to work.
So in the news broadcast, ISIS is getting blamed for the 3 shootings of president, vice president, secretary of defense. And then the whiz kid is like, that doesn't make sense. So then the plot becomes they sort of go rogue a bit, investigating Bill as the shooter, even though the case is closed and it's supposed to be ISIS. So I thought that was at least an interesting plot attempt for this type of movie.
Yeah, I guess he's trying to say something.
Yeah. And they use that ISIS, the fake ISIS report as a way to nuke the Middle East.
Jeez.
And then steal their resources. Very blunt storytelling.
I feel like once we launch nukes in another country, this movie should become about that, right? Like that's way more important than starting a nuclear war versus some fucking asshole in the woods.
I just love the idea that the newscast is like, oh, Middle East got nuked and we took their resources. Like, well, that happened very quickly. Like,
next, a squirrel who skis.
I think if you shot like 22 nukes, there wouldn't be any like resources to steal anymore. Like,
yeah, that's the other part of it.
That's not important again.
And the military is rounding up the Muslim community.
Yeah. Yeah, there's these moments where it's like interesting ideas, but he can't, or he's not able to, or doesn't have the ability to follow them through. So we're just kind of stuck in this wandering through the woods movie.
Yeah, so this tells us, I guess, is like he was doing 4D chess, where he knew killing them would get blamed on ISIS, and then the Middle East would get nuked. So they were going for that. He's that, you think he's a crazy person, but he ends up being the smartest person in the room.
He's a mastermind.
They played right into his hands.
Just as I thought they would.
And this is funny because in the second movie, the plot is that his manifesto is on a DVD-R, and he goes to a TV station and then wants them to, he holds hostages while he wants them to play his DVD-R to get his message out. But it takes them like an hour to figure out how to play the DVD-R. So that's the suspense of the movie. And he's like shooting hostages in the meantime, which is yeah.
When did this romance happen? Was it in 2?
I guess it was in between the 2 movies.
Oh, off screen, like the killing of the president.
And then he has the second manifesto, and then the third DVD-R is his message to his son after his passing. And then this was actually funny, where she says he doesn't need a fucking DVD, he needs you. I thought that was actually funny. Here's an overexposed shot. So this is where they actually show up to Virginia to hunt him down in his cabin, which we already saw at the beginning. And he calls them full-blown idiots. FBI.
To be fair, they are. He's not wrong.
Yeah.
Stick burn.
On the plus side, if like you were doing these things, these are the guys you would want chasing you, though.
Yeah.
I could probably outsmart these idiots. Maybe
And then
not
he,
Chinless, but the other two.
He's able to hack in and taunt them to their face. Correct.
Yes.
Your daughter's name is Molly. And this is good. Fuck buddy investigators.
Maybe it's a me problem, but it's really hard to stay invested in a movie where you hate everybody in it.
Yeah, there's no.
Like everyone's either stupid or an asshole or both.
I guess Molokai the agent is the closest thing to an actual hero.
I guess. Yeah.
Not close enough though.
Those are real FBI agents.
Oh yeah.
Real FBI jackets. This was a decent drone shot, I will say, before he mows them down. Look at that explosion.
Oh.
Did they sell those SWAT jackets? Do you think?
Yeah,
I want
probably
one.
on Amazon.
Yeah, I bet you can find them.
Cool. With that exact font, like I want those.
Yeah, that one.
Screen
This
used.
fucker's been watching us the whole time with his drone.
And this is the worst shot of the movie in terms of it's not white balance and it's overexposed. So good job leaving it in.
It looks like there's snow on the ground.
You can barely tell.
You can tell in the next shot. So this is how it's supposed to look, and this is This is fucked up. See, you're supposed to not use that shot or try to fix it if you're the editor.
Hmm. I mean, I guess you want to be a nerd about it, sure.
So he easily mows down all these FBI agents. And then did you find this ending poetic where he's about to shoot him, but he's out of bullets, but then Bill dies anyway. This is powerful.
Very.
They didn't get
evocative.
him, or that guy didn't get him.
That's right.
And then he has the message to his son,
Oh God.
and then more news broadcasts.
I always like the news broadcasts where they don't like look into the camera. Like she's not that shot, but the one before where she's like looking off to the side. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's awkward looking.
So that very quickly, so he dies. So they say the case is solved.
That's
It was ISIS, but now it's Bill.
now it's
That
not.
happened quickly. Where are these competent police officers solving this stuff in seconds?
Not in this city, I guess.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
So
Is this the bulletin they handed her? Oh my gosh, they're killing rich people.
so yeah, so he has all these terror cells. Basically, the idea is he inspires all these other shooters to randomly kill people. But they're also just shooting civilians, so I don't get the idea of like if you're blaming the government or rich people, but they're just killing anybody.
We're going to rid the streets of all the random people. And then the
Sometimes you walking by a Target, you gotta take your
world will
chances.
be a better place all of a sudden.
So
I guess it's even in Citizen Vigilante, it was kind of the same thing where you'd see all these social media posts of, oh, this guy rules, and you're like, wait, why? Why is everybody following this person? And it's even more pronounced, I think, in this movie because like I don't even understand what his message was, or I don't know.
yeah, they could have maybe at least focused it to politicians and saying they're to blame
Right.
and go out and shoot politicians. And then I think that would make more sense.
His campaign is divine in Pink Flamingos. Kill everyone now! Legalize mass murder!
Yeah, I guess it's murder anybody that isn't an incel loser.
All these movies should have been is like Bill just being an asshole and being a psycho that kills people. That's it could have just been that. Didn't need to be all. They didn't try to need to make it smart. And I would have watched that. You know.
I don't know. It's a weird combination of too dumb and not dumb enough, like
Yeah.
to really be enjoyable.
But I did think this was amazing. So they announced again more off-screen kills. George Bush. So this is George W. Bush, I assume.
Probably.
Was Herbert Walker still alive at this point in 2016?
That's a good question.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah, I think he was. So they killed W. And Zuck.
Oh no.
All off screen.
And Rihanna.
Oh yeah, they forgot the kill
and
Tay-Tay.
Rihanna. And Taylor Swift. And Britney Spears.
Oh my god.
Those are all the same people too. By the way,
This movie has off-screen kills of George W. Bush, whatever the current unnamed president, the vice president, secretary of defense, Mark Zuckerberg, Rihanna, Taylor Swift, and Britney Spears.
Jesus.
That's pretty amazing. And also, I love the idea that the U.S. government is this evil entity, and capitalism is evil. So how do we solve that in 2016? Let's go shoot Britney Spears.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
She's clearly the problem.
I mean, she was already washed up by then.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Oh yeah.
But I think Uwe Boll is like, that's the only pop star he knows.
right.
Yeah, I hope you remember the leave Britney alone guy. I hope he doesn't watch this movie. He's not gonna like it.
Yeah, I mean, as long as he was like baiting and switching us, he should have somehow put in the title that, President down and the murder of Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Why not? He doesn't show either one of them. I'll have.
Tay-Tay and President down.
Sad.
And then
tying it all
yeah,
together.
and the killer comes in. Was this the homeless guy at the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay. It happened really
Inspired.
fast.
He got inspired finally.
Listen, Tom, you got to pay attention when you're watching a movie like this. Everything matters.
Take notes.
Or he could actually shoot it in a way that makes sense and edit it in a way you could see what's happening.
Yeah, if you want to put it on the guy making the film.
Yeah,
I
like
guess,
it's his problem or something.
Yeah. And then finally the newscaster gets shot.
Full circle.
The finest actress in the movie.
Oh yeah.
I think I saw on Wikipedia that he was talking about a part 4.
Oh Jesus Christ. He could do it, but
You go fill in the gaps between the movies, right?
I guess part 4 would just be about all the people that were inspired. So it'd just be the same thing, just different people.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the first movie he says it's almost like a Thanos thing, or it's like population control. But then in the second movie, the big reveal is that he has all these political points.
That's probably why people say the first one.
I mean, if you want to paint him as like an idiot,
yeah,
you could use that, I guess. Like, I just killed 100 people. I really cut down the population.
Out of millions and billions.
You gotta ramp up your efficiency if you're gonna make a difference there, brother.
Yeah, I guess that's why people seem to prefer the first one, is it's just so much more straightforward and less convoluted.
Yeah.
It seems to be the one that everyone likes, and well, not everyone. Yeah, some people.
I didn't like it,
Yeah,
but
I didn't love it. Or
I wasn't left with like disliking it and also just confused as to what the point of it was.
Yeah. It's more coherent, I guess.
So how is what's the Wall Street one that you?
So having seen 5 Uwe Boll vigilante movies, is there another one? So I'm not counting Postal because that's a goofy comedy.
I don't know if there's another one.
I think Assault on Wall Street is by far the best. And I did rewatch it just to make sure I wasn't insane. But I think that movie's actually good. And It's actually pretty well written, and it is just a typical anti-hero vigilante movie, like a Death Wish. So it's like a normal guy, and then his wife has cancer, and then he has all these financial problems. But it's sort of like death by a million paper cuts. Is that the saying? Death by a thousand, whatever.
Like 1,000 cuts. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's all like specific things that happen, and you sort of see the evolution of him getting angrier and angrier, and then you know, his life is pretty much over, so he seeks revenge on people who've not been punished for their financial crimes.
Is Michael Paré?
Yeah,
in this
Michael
film?
Paré is in it. Keith David.
Is he really?
Yeah, he is.
I totally guessed.
Keith David is in it for 2 scenes.
Holy
That's
shit!
what
So
he does now.
Let's go.
The acting is actually not bad, and the lead guy is actually pretty good, I think. So I think it's substantially better than these 4 other vigilante movies of Uwe Boll. And it is.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. That was a complete joke. Asking that, and my second one was going to be Meatloaf
Meatloaf.
as a guess.
Meatloaf?
That would have worked.
Yeah.
He was a good actor.
He was in one of them, right?
Was he?
Was it Blood Rain? Maybe.
Oh yeah, he
He's
was
one
in
of, like-
Blood Rain.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking at the cat. Edward Furlong,
Furlong.
John Hurd,
It's cast as something else.
Eric Roberts.
Eric Roberts. He plays
He's a hard.
he plays
hit.
the lawyer. So Dominic Purcell is the lead. So he goes to
Clint
he goes
Howard?
to Eric Roberts to sue the shady insurance company, I think, and then he needs a retainer, and he doesn't have enough money, so he has to. So it's actually surprisingly pretty well written. In that it's like the different things that happen seem pretty plausible.
I'm kind of fired up about this. Am I going to wish I hadn't watched it?
Just a chance.
It's more like a normal movie. Like if you said, "Hey, there's a low budget Death Wish movie from 2013 that I would recommend," but he's going after people in the financial district. Like you wouldn't necessarily associate it with Uwe Boll if
Okay.
you didn't know.
Just to be safe, I think I better put it in my queue and wait a couple weeks.
See if you still
When you
want to watch it.
Now the worst thing about it is the actual scenes where he's shooting and throwing grenades, like the special effects. They're pretty cheap, the explosions.
Probably all the shitty digital gunshot flares and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's pretty par for the course nowadays with low budget action.
Yeah. And this is 2013, so low budget
Yeah.
digital effects.
It makes sense probably.
But I rewatched it. I do stand behind it. I think it's good.
Okay.
I think it's this. We call him El Maestro now after all the right wing incels have declared him a weaver
king.
of dreams. Our modern maestro. I think that is his best movie in a legitimate way is Assault on Wall Street.
Do you guys remember when he tried to fight Michael Bay? He
I
challenged
remember
him
him
to
trying to fight people.
probably a lot of people, but he challenged Mike. I guess he really hates Michael Bay, like on a personal level, and he challenged him to a boxing match, like legitimate, and Michael Bay pussied out. So he's talking shit about him, like that fucking pussy.
That means that Uwe's the better filmmaker, right?
They're both idiots, probably.
That's what that
That's
proves.
actually a debate you could have. Is who's worse, Uwe Boll or Michael Bay?
They're both bad in their own ways, you know.
Yeah.
It's hard. That'd be a hard one to get down to. Michael Bay gets fucking $800 million budgets and shit.
If it's prorated by budget, it's definitely Michael Bay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I would argue if you prorate it by budget.
But what if can you imagine if someone did give Uwe Boll like here's $500 million to make a movie?
Oh,
It would be so epic. It'd be like 20 movies.
Would it?
Put in. I don't know.
I don't know if
wanna
he'd know
see
what
it,
to
though.
do.
Yeah, probably not. He would just throw money around, I guess. Like, I'll pay you this much. Yeah, I don't know. He wouldn't know what to do, probably. He probably just
I think
knows
he would
that-
just blow stuff up.
Yeah, lots of blown up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully it would look good.
I had to. I mean, I know Michael Bay has produced a lot of things too, so I had to actually go look
He has
what movies
lots.
he's made himself. Yeah, it's pretty grim.
Yeah.
It's pretty grim. I might have to go with Uwe.
What's his best movie? What do you think?
Bad Boys,
guess-
I guess.
Pain and Gain.
I didn't see it.
I always liked, at least at the time, I liked The Island, but I don't know if it holds up.
I didn't.
Oh,
see it.
Ambulance.
Didn't see that.
Ambulance with Jake Gyllenhaal and
Yeah,
He's
That's one of-
Gonzalez. That's all right.
that's like one of his recent.
Yeah, it's an hour too long, but it's all right.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I now I want to rewatch The Island. I want to see if that holds up. I liked it back in the day, but who knows? 20 years ago.
That's the movie that's a ripoff of Clonus, the Parts Horror.
I think so. Yeah, it's the one where it's like
There
rich
was a
people.
lawsuit.
Oh yeah, I guess there was. Yeah. It's like rich people are able to buy body parts off clones in order to live longer. So you just have people that are clones, but they don't even know it. They don't even know that they're clones. I remember enjoying it, so I'd rewatch it and see if it holds up.
I totally forgot this existed. I was thinking of that. What was that Leonardo DiCaprio movie
Yeah.
after Titanic?
Oh,
Was that called The
the
Island?
island. Oh no, the
Yeah.
beach.
The beach.
The beach. Okay, sorry. That's the one I was thinking
Yeah,
of.
yeah, the beach.
I'm looking at the poster of this movie and who's in it, and I was like, I have no memory of this movie existing at all.
That's a killer album. Jodie Foster on the cover. Remember that? Remember when people would say that? It's not her, but
No,
people thought it was.
this is the like a rare 2 LP version that they only sold at shows.
Damn.
So I think it's worth a lot of money.
Tom went to New Orleans and did heroin just to get that.
Yeah.
that.
Nice.
I love I Hate God, and which is funny because I'm not a huge fan of like any of the bands that sound like that. And they just do it right. Violent sounding.
Sludge.
Yeah. To me, I like when I first heard I Hate God, I was still pretty new to like extreme music. I thought it was black metal. I was like, this is some kind of weird black metal because it was just so nasty and like just hateful sounding. Yeah.
Like
I still
slow
like 'em.
black metal.
Yeah, like some kind of American weird black metal. That's kind of what I thought for at least a little bit. And actually, it's funny because the Mike, I remember seeing him one time. I don't know if it was an interview. It might have been an interview where he said that we play black metal from the ghetto. That's what he said. Ghetto.
They're one of those bands I never quite got,
It's fair.
and I think I've reached an age where
It's too late.
I just don't get it. It's
Yeah,
fine.
No,
I don't. I recognize they're probably great because other people like them so much, but it's not for me.
yeah, no, it's understandable. We're all like that with something. There's always something that like you either want to like or you feel like you should at least understand, and you just can't. Nothing you can do about it,
I think my last one I haven't given up on is Voivod.
Yeah.
I've got so many Voivod albums that I like, kind of like,
Took me a long time too.
but they never quite click. I'm still trying with them, but a lot of them it's fine. Let them go.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find if like somebody's selling this version.
Are you on Discogs?
I think it was banned on Discogs.
Really? Oh, really? Is it considered unofficial?
I heard that record company self-reported themselves as a bootleg company to Discogs because they didn't want their stuff sold on Discogs.
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Because that's
don't know
all
if
you have to
that's
do is
true.
complain. I think all you have to do, someone has to do is like file a complaint. I don't know how much substantiation you need, but they'll take it down, I guess.
It's pretty random.
It seems like it. Some of the releases I've seen.
Some of the stuff they ban, and then you can go on there and buy Dark Fury albums. No
Or
problem.
it'll be like the same band. You can't buy certain albums, but some you can. So
Yeah. Right.
I feel like it's an album by album basis, or maybe a label if you maybe substantiate your claim or something. But that's shitty when it's like the band's own release.
Yeah, block for sale. It's never been sold on Discogs, it says.
Damn.
And it's limited to 500 copies.
Without Discogs, yeah, it's hard to tell how many are out there. If no one can put it in their collection or whatever on Discogs.
Or if it's not on eBay.
Oh yeah, eBay. I always forget about eBay. You never know with eBay. Someone might be selling it for like
list it for $20,000.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Here's $20,000. Maybe. It's like fishing, Throw it out there, see if anyone bites.
Yeah, so I'm trying to look this up real quick. Yeah, because there's which version is this?
I guess with eBay it might be tricky too because it's all these bootlegs and stuff.
There's a 1 LP version of So the 1 LP green vinyl version of this is going for $200 on eBay, and I have the 2 LP version.
So $400.
That's all I see. Yeah.
Listed or sold for?
Listed.
Okay.
Someone will probably.
I could try to look up sold listings. It's exciting. So in 2 weeks,
200 doesn't sound that outrageous.
It's not.
In 2 weeks we'll do.
Like I can.
So Sonny Chiba, I talked about Karate Bear Fighter. There's a Karate Bear Fighter, Karate Bull Fighter, and this is the third movie. This is the one that's actually on Tubi, and I haven't seen this, but there's like a pro wrestling scene in it.
Oh, cool.
So we'll do this because it's actually on Tubi, so other people can see it.
Cool.
But the other two are not for some reason. So Karate for Life with Sonny Chiba on Tubi, 1977. And I'm trying to look this up before we head off into the sunset because I'm just curious now. Do you have any final thoughts on the movie Rampage or Uwe Boll as a filmmaker?
He's okay, I guess.
Good for a while.
Jesus, did you hear that?
Yeah, I did hear it.
Fucking going 90 miles an hour.
Yeah, it was.
That's the loudest one I've heard yet.
Oh, is that you?
No, yeah, that was on my end. It was someone racing going 100 miles. It's exactly what Eli said. It's exactly what it sounded like.
I fucking hate people like that.
Because I see it outside the window.
Jesus. It was like a blur. Like, oh.
Yeah.
I hope he's fucking wrapped around a telephone pole at the end of the stream. His fucking brain just spilling out of his skull.
Thank you for saying that out loud because that's what I always think. Like, I hope he dies.
Yeah, so the version I have,
but I don't want to let my wife know I'm such a horrible person.
The version I have sold on eBay in May for $240.
Damn.
Whoa,
only $40 more than the single vinyl version. It's a deal.
Yeah, right-wing anarchists that complain about global warming.
Hey, you never know.
And George W. Bush not being brought up on war crime charges.
You can pick and choose. You can cherry pick your gripes.
It's like Eddie Izzard said in some comedy special. It's like politics isn't a line; it's a circle. You go all the way around, right ring, left ring. They meet at a certain point.
Yeah.
I think he just went on the politics subreddit and just put, copied every comment he could find and just
feels
put it in
that way.
Script.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels that way.
It feels like Reddit should have gotten partial screenwriting credit.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes. Special thanks to Reddit.
Special thanks to Reddit.
All right. So we'll say 2 weeks, same time. We'll talk about Karate for Life and Sonny Chiba.
Cool.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, James. We made him laugh. That's what matters.
Go listen to some power metal, James.
Yeah.
Some power metal will do you good.
Right. And some links. Thank you, guys. Have a good one.